Happy Halloween.
Halloween to the kitties.
Everybody's got
great.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully we got lots of candy.
Lots of candy.
Good, yummy candies. This is Urk.
That's Rayo.
And we're starting up again. Continuing thundering along with Resident Evil 1 Remake. What a fitting night to play this. Full moon outside, it's chilly. Prime time for a beer. Grab a beer. Treat yourself. You really deserve one.
Unless you're a vampire. Grab a cup of blood. I don't know what your tastes are. Are you a werewolf? What do you guys like to drink?
I mean, I think we can't really get on pumped on that, but you know what? Yay! We're here. We made it. 2020. We had a holiday. We had a holiday.
And a memorable one.
We had a memorable one. So you know what? Go out there and make it fun. Hopefully you're having fun either with your kids, your parents, just tired, go to sleep. Deal with the sugar rush in the morning. If you're young, go have fun. Deal with your hangover.
Drink water.
Straight from Mother Nature.
Drink lots of water, kids. That's a tactic you'll learn one day as you get older.
But as for us, we will just do one of the things we love the most. Resident Evil.
Does it look like Miss Valentine is impatient? Alright, let's not keep her waiting.
Let's go ahead and keep going. So, last time, I guess, to give you a quick recap, we went ahead and exited the mansion for the first time. We got all of the death masks. Now we are up at the guardhouse. Now, our conductor here, if you want to call him that, Urk, claims he can get this section done within 20 minutes or so. So,
let's see if I can do it.
You can do it?
You can do it. Everybody's saying Far Cry 2. Those that don't know.
Maybe something we'll get to eventually. At least play snippets of it. Who knows?
Wrong way. But the music is fitting, the atmosphere is fitting. It's hot. What else did you think we were gonna play?
Exactly. We need to get through this. I mean, we gotta teach you. We gotta prove that we can finish something. Actually, why don't you show what happens if you don't cover those holes?
Oh, gladly. So for those that are curious, why am I doing this, right?
Like, how would you know to do that?
Well, here you go. Here you go. Lesson. That's not fun.
We know what you're thinking.
What the hell was that? Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
I shouldn't have done that. And then let me guess, you're gonna do it. Yep. Okay. Lesson learned. Oh, I don't remember him doing. You know what? No. Okay, push it to 30 minutes. I gotta heal.
Push it to 30 minutes. Well.
But now you understand my method of weird box.
Weird guy. Alright.
Good as new. Now, going back as I was saying, this is Resident Evil with Jill Valentine Part 3. Welcome to the stream proper.
Welcome to die.
Alright. Did I mention this is my favorite area? Oh, by the way, you also won.
I used to be so satisfying as a kid, just watch all that ooze out. I was a disturbed child sometimes.
Why don't you go ahead and ask the community while I'm here? What am I doing? Am I doing video or am I doing natural fight?
Yeah, community, if you're watching, are we doing V-Jolt or are we just fighting? Does anybody know what that means?
Basically, do you want a chemistry lesson or do you want me to just fight it off with good old weaponry?
Post it in the comments. I'll get to it and we'll go ahead and make it happen for you.
I don't know what you guys think. I'm not a fan. Chemistry. Nice one.
Well, that was fun. I mean, there were parts of it that were not fun. But it was fun. Some thoughts.
Oh wait, look, the little spiders. Oh wow, I haven't seen those in a long time.
What do you mean? They're not in the HD version?
Not as prominent as they are here. seeing this save room a lot. Well,
It's not the only one that's on here.
it's about the only one. Actually, yeah, this is the only save box in the entire area. But once again, hope everyone's having a safe and responsible but fun evening. And we're nearing the end of 2020. Whoever thought we'd be saying that?
Well, sadly, some of us didn't make it. I mean, you heard about Showtime.
Man, yeah, well, that was hard. That's the first thing I saw this morning.
That was a hard thing to see.
And you know, speaking with my girlfriend, we were saying it's like it's like we're not surprised, but it's like we always said the guy's immortal.
Right?
He's like Clint Eastwood, man. Not Clint Eastwood.
There's no jinx it.
Yeah, I know. Sorry to all you Clint Eastwood fans. I'm a fan of his. You want to fill in a little bit on your kids' Halloween when you had a drift?
Yeah. It's all about Fortnite, which actually we might be bringing onto this channel. I mean, we do all sorts of streams. We just need content, basically, so we'll be putting it, trying to appeal to as much as everybody as we can. Don't discriminate here. I mean, gaming is gaming, and gaming is vast. So yeah, anybody looking forward to that, do by all means look forward to it. Absolutely.
Newspapers lie scattered about. They all seem to contain articles about stars. Now, I know someone who likes stars.
Oh, but he's not in this game.
He's not here. So you hear that buzzing sound in this game?
Yeah.
You know that's absent in the remaster.
No, I didn't know that. I mean, you can still see the bugs.
But the complete silence.
Wow.
No, that wasn't part of our deal.
Like I said, I have my orders.
But it's not necessary to destroy stars.
Don't be a hard dog to keep under the porch, Barry.
What about my family?
I will guarantee their safety.
If I play my cards right.
Another fun difference. Wesker's voice is more muffled in the remaster.
That's your. Honestly, I was just gonna say that sounded really
Clear,
clear.
right? Like you can hear every word he said.
And you could tell who he was.
Jill!
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You all right? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
Alright. That wasn't weird at all, Barry.
No, not at all.
Well, I'll let you do your favorite part.
Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident. The plant at Point 42 is growing at an amazing rate. Although there are many unknown aspects about this plant, we know that in comparison to the other group of plants, the T-virus has had a subsequently stronger effect on this one. The T-virus has drastically morphed its host anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. We've also found that Plant 42 has two main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One source is through its root. Somehow it has rooted itself down into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and destroyed the aqua ring. Ever since, the basement has been like a pool. There's a high possibility that that is one of the chemicals in the water that's promoting the Plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bulb-like body of the Plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling on the first floor. We are sure that it has used the ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long tentacle-like vines are protruding from the bulb. We believe the vines are the second means of acquiring nutrients. When the Plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacle-like vines to capture its prey. After doing so, suckers on the vine drain the prey of its blood. We've also noticed that it has some intelligence. When it captures its prey, or when it's inactive, the vines twine around the door to stop possible intruders. Unfortunately, several of our scientists have already fallen victim to the Plant 42. When we have heard the stories from the survivors, they all observe one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internals, it has a tendency to become more aggressive. One witness reported that it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why it behaves the way it does, still unknown. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton.
Missing our gray fox.
Wow, that honestly, is this the first time that they have mentioned the T-virus?
Yeah, actually, I think.
On the document? Like, if you didn't know anything about this game, you're like, what the hell is a T-virus? That's what's causing all this crazy shit.
Hey, no break-in, no gives.
That's another one of the beauties of this game.
Nothing special. Thank you, chill. Quite odd. Something mad, sleeping. Oh.
That was creepy.
Let's find out, shall we?
Why not? Oh, there he is.
Come on. Alright. You're not getting up anytime soon.
Just great. Perfect.
Alright, let's see. What key did we pick up? Numbers 001 is imprinted. Alright, I guess we're heading for room 001. That's a good effect.
Yeah, there's a little fog on it.
They did this back in 2002.
I know.
2002. Of course, nowadays it's all about the graphics.
Well, they had them graphics back in the day too. This looks pretty good. Honestly, if you ask me, I mean, the game didn't really need much of anything as far as a remaster came in on HD. I think they just kind of blew out the textures and they called it a day because the game already looked pretty good.
At least they didn't mess it up like Silent Hill.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
That's a different. Oh no.
Man, something like that didn't work. Alright, I'd like to pose a question. How many of you guys have actually used this gun, or do you just grab it and put it away?
When I first played this game, I read that it was a great gun. Suicide Note. June 22nd, 1988. I had to do it. We ran from those things, helping each other to survive. But Robert started to show the symptoms. I had to do it. These damn things are pure evil. There was no other way. He would have done the same if it were the other way around. After I put him out of his misery, I had to just leave him in the bathroom. Now I'm probably the last one. How could this happen? I'll never forgive myself for being part of this project. Eventually, I'll get what's coming to me. No, there's no way to escape from this nut house. It's just a matter of time now. Everything is set. All I need is a little courage to get it done. Knowing that I'll leave many things undone is a regret beyond words. But this is better than just waiting to turn into one of them. Please understand and at least let me end my life as a person. There's a message on the back. Linda, please forgive me. Okay, I don't get one thing though. I mean, poor Robert. I mean, fuck that guy. He already died. Obviously, he got shot with one of the rounds inside the Derringer. But why didn't this guy use the Derringer to kill himself? I mean, really, why would he hang himself?
You know, that's a very good question. Maybe he wasn't aware. Maybe what happened was that when whatever monster found him in here like this, just started cracking at him. Maybe he died and Robert came back to life and had some lunch.
Honestly, it's like I'm thinking that if he's infected with the T-virus, he's gonna be hanging like that. I mean, he is moving, but it's just because of like.
Well, you know, the more I look at it, I think this guy, whether he falls down or not, he's alive.
Yeah.
So either way, but I wish I knew the percentages of getting him to fall because it's very random. Oh, well, there's my hint. The music stopped.
Oh, Robert, he's gonna be happy to see you.
Hey, Rob.
No polished mirror.
It's full of dirty. But everything's got dirty water. Anyone ever heard of Houston sewage? Well, we got what we wanted for this. Hey, Rob, you know what, buddy? You have a nice day there.
Yeah. Wake up from that.
Hangover? Thought I would help you, but I drained it.
What's his name? Did he fall off the rope?
Yeah, but you know what? Linda can find him.
He's like, that was the worst suicide ever. I mean, that's not really a suicide. He's still alive. It's not the way he wants to be.
You know what? That's good because Linda can find him. Outside of in the original run of games prior to Resident Evil 4, and I guess you can even include Resident Evil 4, I guess. Only Resident Evils 2 and 3 OG released were the ones that included women zombies. You ever notice that?
2 and 3? Yeah, you're right. Even Code Veronica didn't do it.
This one, 0 didn't do it.
Yeah, you're totally right. I wonder what the deal was with that.
And no, I lie. 4 had female enemies.
It did, but I mean, they're not zombies.
No. Well, I don't know why that is.
I mean, was this a mansion just like full of dudes experimenting? I mean, like a little frat house or something? I mean,
literally the only woman you come across is Lisa. If you want to call her the poor solo woman.
right? That's
when we get to her side, though, oh my.
That's sad and pitiful.
Good thing Henry Sarton here won't be to bother us.
Oh, he's resting with the fishes. Talking about fishes.
This is another one.
Oh, fun fact. My personal favorite moment in this game is coming up. It's like when I first got to this place and I'm like, oh shit, I'm at the labs. And even the music sounds like, man, you're at the damn labs. It's like,
You were getting to the end.
yeah, I did actually. I was like, man, that's crazy. It's like I'm really close to the lab. This is weird because like, what are those boxes made out of? Nothing?
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking to myself too. There's no
I'm like,
way.
there's no way a crate would float. Like, does it have a balloon inside of it or what? I mean, it's wood still. That shit sinks. Video game logic, though. I mean, don't you love like gaming? How it like conditions your mind to believe certain things that could never happen?
Can I interject? That's not even video game logic. That's just Resident Evil logic.
Yeah, Resident Evil has its own damn logic, honestly. It looks really nice though. Like definitely looks like you have made it somewhere that you're not supposed to be in. Like something that people like. One thing about this though is like it always bothered me is like the characters don't show any emotion. I know that you're supposed to project that to them as a gamer, but I mean, come on. It's like show it in your face. The face animations are pretty good at the time. Show like amusement or like frightening excitement, whatever, you know. I can just that randomly. Pretty sure HR didn't mind.
They did what they could.
I mean, they were building so. You know when that happened? That freaked me out. Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
He could have hit me there.
Still definitely an
That echo. See, they don't do that in the remaster. I don't know. Making little things.
showing up, they're like, hey Jim, there's no regular stairs? Nope. You better be completely 100% fit to work in these labs because ladders, people get around with ladders. I mean, everybody does. I mean, especially scientists, some of them might be really old. What about a lift for the disabled? No. Okay. At least you know what, I take solace knowing that there was no disabled individuals harmed
in the making of this.
Yeah, I mean, because this mansion is definitely not accessible, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. So, wow. I mean, look, that damn ladder's like right smack in the middle of that whole operation right here. And what was this? Why did they, like, why is there, like, shutters and shit like that? Did they think that this was gonna happen? And like, oh, you guys are gonna work right there, but we'll work back here in the shutters. Like, is there a reason for that, John?
No.
No reason at all. He's gonna work there. Like, why do we need a pressurized shelter? Like, you just keep working, make your money, and go grind.
You know better.
Exactly. It's like it's on the non-disclosure agreement. Honestly, this was pretty. Like this puzzle is really subtle. It's like you go around looking at things, and it says there's why are we talking about oil pressure and valve pressure and shit like that? And you don't really know until that happens.
Yeah. For anyone trying to play this game, read the clipboard.
I know, if you don't, you go around like, oh no, what do I do? And then the whole room, everything just starts happening, and it keeps telling you that the pressure is breaking.
Activate emergency
You really gotta pay
draining
attention to your
system
surroundings.
immediately.
Jim needs to keep his job. John doesn't ask questions anymore. And we drain the water.
Why is there a drainage system?
John, doing it again.
Refer to your
Refer to your
employee
employee's
handbook.
manual. So yeah, fun fact, guys. Sorry. Yeah, always come here when you grab the map. Take a look at this thingy here. This clipboard right here. Caution: in case of a drop in oil pressure control, open valve number 1. Now it's random. It might change.
Oil pressure control, what the hell are they working with here? And then you endure and you survive, and then you make it here. It even looks like it's supposed to be underwater.
These poor saps.
It looks like the janitor's gonna have a bad day in the morning.
That's if the janitor wasn't lunch. I just thought this area was too short. I mean, I get it. It didn't overextend its way, but I liked it.
Okay. On this one though, I think.
You want to do the honor?
Oh, I do. This is my favorite
By
part.
all means, take it.
This is my favorite part in this whole bloody game. So after you've done all that, you were like, bitch, you were giving me so much trouble. You're like, is it dead? I remember the first time I came up and I was like, is this dead? Is it gonna come back for me?
Because it gave you no indication at all.
I'm like, what am I even looking for in here?
All that machinery there, you would think that alone would have electrocuted the gun. And don't you worry, you're gonna jump right back into that water.
Right? He's like, come over here and like, oh, there's what I need. Of course, next to the damn shark. Here's the stuff I did. Still underwater, basically. And I mean, at this point, if you wanted to, could you just jump down?
So speedrunners jump and dodge the bastard, grab the key, lunges at you, and it creates a backside to run past it.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. Now I have to save it or I went brave.
So, there's this thing. And there's no power center right now. Look at this. Electricity. Power? Electricity? Guy in the water? I'm in safe here? I mean, basically not, because look at the lattice. It's exactly steel. I think if you drop that in there, everything's wet. You probably would die too. But you know what? Video games, you just push this over here. You pull the damn lever and you fry the bastard. And you know what? This is the best moment in Resident Evil Remake that I just, like, I looked at that and I was like, I literally cracked the fuck up. And I saw that go up in flames and I'm like, is it done? And like, look at that. Like, that guy's just fried. Like, you could probably take a piece of it, eat it. It's super good. Here you go. Thanks.
Glad you enjoyed yourself.
I enjoyed myself tremendously. Thank you.
Well, look, here at this point, right, I should be shocked too.
That right? No, well, actually, you know, with water, once you run a current through it, the moment you kill it, the water is immediately safe to go back into. But that's frying up, and it still looks like, I mean, the current's still coming from somewhere. It's not like you pulled the lever back up. Oh, and those are fun to kill too, honestly.
You know what?
It's euthanasia.
That's the wonderful thing about it. But once you get to this point in the game, it's like your ammo really doesn't become. You have to be really ridiculous with your ammo to really screw it up from this point forward. Precious Magnum.
Yeah, we haven't picked up the Magnum yet.
We'll get it. You can do it.
Alright. So at this point, we are approaching the pivotal moment. Should we use V-Jolt, or should we just go out of guns blazing? I mean, is there any comments on that yet? Let's take a look.
I'll tell you the funny thing is, she's very.
Full fact.
So you can reference this by looking at this once Jill comes back, but you know why I love the combat shotgun in Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
I'm playing with it.
It's not as fast, but you know what? We'll take it.
Well, fine, it may not be fast, but I'll tell you what, this is the proper
shotgun.
Proper combat shotgun.
Yeah, that's how it really works.
Riot control.
Riot control.
We'll use the gallery key. I'm going to... What am I?
That's a nitrate.
We are playing with science. I just feel like getting back into this. I feel like I don't give it as much love as I used to.
It's just time, man. Let's try it. Do you use this when you play Jill or Christ? If you're in Team Biohazard, I just made a typo in one of the posts I'm putting on this since I didn't get any comments on here. Let's see if anybody is on that owl and can give us some advice. If you're on Team Biohazard, definitely go ahead and check those out. Again, grade A community. Anything Resident Evil, post anything you feel like it. Nobody's gonna judge you there.
Tell you what, man, if you have Christ on your side in this game, then you're doing something right.
I mean, I am gonna edit the post and fix it, but
I you know what? Considering all the things I've been through the first half of the game, I sure could use Christ right now.
I think a lot of people could in this year alone, honestly. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look and see. No, we have no feedback at the moment, so it seems like the decision. Let's give it a little longer. How long do you think how long you reckon it'll take? Are you basically on top of it?
Basically, I'm here. I just gotta kill these little nuisances. I'll tell you what. I'll open the door, and I'll give it a few seconds.
Yeah, let's give it a few minutes, and then let's see what the community says. If at all, anything. Community, I'm monitoring you.
Big brother.
You got something for me?
The Dawn.
Ooh. Alright, I'm just still waiting on TeamBiohazard to see if anybody up there, you guys. I know it's late, and I don't blame you if you guys are tired and sleepy or doing something better.
I know what'll wake you guys up. Take a look at this.
Oh, yeah. That's also satisfying.
I learned a fun fact about that part also in the whole streaming community with their speedruns. You know, that actually plays a big part in your final time because it's RNG factor. So sometimes the bees will fall, boom, like nothing in 2 seconds. Sometimes they take 10 seconds to fall.
Wow, that really plays it. So that's still running time the game takes into account.
Yeah, because remember, I could pause the game right now. Like, I could do this.
And it'll
the
still...
clock is still running.
Yeah, I know. Remember how that works?
I know the 3 numbers are 3, 5, 6. Now the question is, which color are they? Because on any different...
Oh yeah, you didn't even light up the candles.
No.
I guess somebody that knows them really well. I always got confused with this puzzle. First time I did it, I swear I actually looked it up. Hey, don't they light up the different colors? On easy. Oh, okay. I guess you gotta pay attention to the shape of the eye. And again. Hey John, do you know the code to the chemical storage room? Oh yeah, you gotta go look at the candles in the pool, like in the pool table area. And like, and then look, like Benjamin just played a game the other day, and you see we arranged the numbers to the colors, and we put candles with different colored weird Illuminati eyes to them, so nobody would know the password. I'm like, have you tried one of those like password randomizers on the internet? I'm like, the internet, this is 1998, man. You gotta do what you can. Well, you know, I think working at Umbrella was probably the biggest pain in the ass. I mean, if you were just a damn kid that you just got a job in there, like an internship. If you were the intern, it's like, hey, can you go get me some coffee? Like, oh, I'm trying to put in the emblem into the kitchen area, get to the the break room. It's not letting me. Like, you're trying the wrong emblem, man. Here's a sword. Stick it into the fucking armor. Lower the thing. Switch the clock to 8:30, and then it'll work. Like, what if I cut myself? Just write it off. Fuck it.
You're a man.
I think that being an intern at Umbrella is probably the worst fucking job ever. Kudos to the security though. I mean, although kind of futile in the end. I love this though. Again, video game logic. It just kind of like make you remember, like, hey, you know.
The beautiful thing is that those of you deciding what I'm going to do, you're blessed by the time I'm giving you, because I'm forcing my way through this and nothing is working. But I know the 3 numbers. It's just which eye do they correspond to? How's that for you?
Oh, I got bad news for you, Turk.
Bingo.
Alright, and we at this point have no response. So we are going to go with the default answer and be like,
Let's go to chemistry class.
Chemistry class. So you know what? You're gonna get a bonus very soon. From Irk. Although, bad news, Irk. You have surpassed the 40-minute mark.
Well, you know what? Due to unforeseen circumstances, we did what we could. Fine. I admit, I'm
Well,
rusty.
what the fuck? Where's there roaches there? I just realized that. It's like, what the hell? This is a chemical lab. And there are roaches. Like, I'm supposed to believe that there were scientists just about 2 months ago performing critical experiments. No wonder the shit is spread all over the mansion. Where's the janitor? What, he got lost putting in the emblems along the way? And he couldn't get to his closet because he didn't type in the right code and get the damn dog to give him the fucking fake key that he could open the damn closet.
Do you remember Elias? Fuck him.
Oh, man.
Welcome to Chemistry 101, kiddies. Let me show you. You take a thing, you take another thing, and you just mash them together.
Work.
It'll work, I promise. And then you do this number. Oh, look at that.
Purple.
I believe the next combo is +6, so we need yellow 6.
You know what? I could use a beer. I could use a beer.
You're asking me if I could use another one?
Yeah.
I'm still good on this one.
No, well, I could use a beer.
But
I'll leave you with the company
impurities.
of impurities. Well, ask the guy in the in the chemical storage. He has definitely impurities to deal with in the morning. Actually, no. Realistically, how long has the mansion been fucked up at this point? Like about 2 months?
Yeah, I would say about a month and a half or so.
Yeah. Man, nobody really. What happened to the guy that delivers the toilet paper? Did he get lost in the trail?
I mean, it just seems so. The whole story of how this happened just seems so badly written. It's comical. Alright, and now we just do one more. Goodbye, impurities. And bingo, D-jolt. B-jolt. Distinct sludge. Okay. Distinctively sludge.
Alright. Well, we got sludge, and you got extra bottles. So the fun fact is that we gotta go back to the aqua ring.
But good thing we have fried friends who will not bother us. Bad news. Wow, 40 minutes. Oh well. You know what? I'm entertaining the people. That stupid key lock probably took a good 2 minutes for me.
Well, mediocrity, friends. That's what
At its
I mean,
finest.
that's what you can expect from free entertainment.
Alright, let's run back down. Alright, we're back to everyone's favorite aqua ring.
Yes.
Only this time taking a slightly different path.
Yeah, it's just a little more convoluted this way, but... So wait. So whenever this place is not... What's the use of that walkway up there?
Good question.
Man, I swear, what designed... I mean, George Trevor must have been on somewhere. He designed this place.
Well, I'm assuming he designed this part too, because this whole land area is his creation, really.
Right.
With Sir Spencer's convoluted ideas. You know what, though? I'll be honest. I want a mansion like that. I want gold emblems and statues. Oh, hey there, pal. I'm sorry. Here, join us as your friend.
Oh, he's this one there too?
I think there might be a third one on the other side. We'll visit him shortly.
Of course.
Now, this, fine, frying Neptune is your favorite part. This is one of mine.
Oh. You can tell what's pre-rendered and what's not. At least it looks like plants though. In the original one, it just looks like a
It looked
mangled
like an
bullshit.
like an alien life form.
Yeah.
Like something out of those like 50s comic books, like They Came or something like that. And magically Jill knows to throw away all the bottles we used in here, so...
Oh,
extra
great.
space. Actually, you know what? I haven't done the full set. So this is what the back of the aqua is. Oh, wow, that's interesting. You ever seen this?
Actually, no, not like this.
Alright, this is new.
It's like, how much money did they dump on this Neptune program? I mean, he really looked just like a bigger shark.
I'll tell you what, that money comes from the education system.
Oh. Sorry about that.
But instead, you know, it doesn't.
It does not, really, it doesn't.
Now this is truly the last time we'll see the aqua ring. I guess I had Christ with me all along.
You did.
But I get fine. Let me ask you. I watched you play this for years. How does it feel for you to sit on the other end?
It's liberating. I mean, this game is terrifying, and just seeing somebody go through it so seamlessly is actually pretty good. It just really feels really good about it. I like seeing people. Honestly, I think these days I enjoy watching newcomers to the series. People that have never played a game like this. I just enjoy sitting there with this look on my face, waiting for a 20-something-year-old game to scare the shit out of them. Because you know what? These games were top of their craft back in the day, and arguably still today. And it's just really fun to watch somebody go through this and, you know, just have fun and get spooked. I mean, that's what you paid for.
Yeah. I've only bought this game like 3 times.
Yeah, I think I actually only bought this game twice. I have it on GameCube and I have the HD version.
Alright, so now we get to the fun part.
The fun part.
So this, I know this room is useless. I think this is the most useless room in the entire game. But I come here anyway, just to think that I do something. Let me ask you, when you first played this and you came in here, did you ever think that if you drained this water, maybe the plant would be weaker?
No, I thought there was like at least good bullets or something.
I did the first time I played this, and come to find out, the only time you ever get an item in this tub is on easy mode, and it's a dagger.
Really?
Yep.
So right now there's nothing?
This room, useless. There's nothing in here to begin with. So this, you could walk past this and it will completely not affect anything.
That's a good thing about the game though. Like, you don't have to deal with everything that's on it.
Yes. I learned that in one of my subsequent playthroughs when I was feeling generous. Decided to see what it would be like to play on the easier difficulty. Which, by the way, to begin with, I played this game on normal to start.
Oh, must have been.
Okay, Mr. Chemistry Teacher, why don't you give the folks a lesson?
Organic chemistry lab experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in the previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that the chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, brown bullshit, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. See, I think we use V-Jolt as a synonym for acid in the real world, but I mean,
That's a story for another day.
if calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to one of the root of the plants, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds, ready to go by tomorrow.
It's gone.
V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. Just simply by doing that, simply you do the thing, do it correctly, and it works. It just works. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. I mean, I know other things that generate toxic gases if mishandled. The characteristics of each UMB chemical are as follows. UMB number 3 is red. Yellow 6, yellow. UMB number 7 is green. UMB number 10 is orange. VP017 is blue. And your V-Jolt, oh, that's dark brown, like shit.
Now, the first time I read this document, it helped, right? And then you go into the chemical room and you see the little calculations.
You're like, what?
You're like, what, right? But then, like, oh no. But then, after that, I kind of like, I never really read this document ever again. And the little calculation makes sense.
Yeah, and then you go in there and you expect. I mean, honestly though, when I have never gone this to work with Chris. Like, I do it with Jill all the time, but I have never gone to work with Chris where the cutscene with Rebecca happens.
Well, I'm glad you said it. So there's a certain thing you have to do before getting to this room. And I forgot the exact word, but if you let Richard die in the mansion, he gets poisoned, then I believe.
Wait, you gotta let him die?
You have to because if you see Richard in the aqua ring, you've done it wrong. So you have to let Richard die in the mansion, and then for whatever reason, it's at that point that you can activate Rebecca's little. Because you can control Rebecca for like 5 minutes in this game, and she's the one that makes V-Jolt. So you can, because according to Resident Evil, or Chris didn't go to chemistry class, so he doesn't know what he's doing.
Obviously.
But yeah, so you have to let Richard die in the mansion. That means you miss out on his assault shotgun. So that's the price you pay for that.
Wow, that's a big price to pay.
And I did it once, and I didn't find it worth it. I'd rather take Richard's shotgun every time and just fight Plant 42.
Yeah, honestly, Richard's shotgun is pretty good.
Well, beautiful, right? V-Jolt did his thing.
And honestly, if Rebecca does this, you still gotta fight the plant. It's just weaker.
What the hell is this thing?
Probably been to the cave.
Barry!
Jill!
I thought it was finished.
Yeah.
You want to do a Chris playthrough after Jill? I'll let you decide how you want to handle that.
That was close.
You try.
Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
I'm sure Sir Robbie could quote the original Barry and the way he handled looking at Plan 42.
Oh, I bet he
What's
would.
going on? What the hell is going on in this place?
All that for damn key.
And the key just magically appears after the plan is gone.
Alright. Well, you know what? That was a good hour.
Any closing remarks, Barry?
Barry.
Something about that mansion still bothers me. But I think I'll stay here a little longer. We should split up again and investigate.
Good
All
call,
right.
Barry.
Why not?
Anything else, Barry? Oh, he's keeping an eye on the surrounding area. You know what? Don't let me block your view.
Gladly.
Gladly. I'll get out of this place. And that, my friends, really concludes our time here in the guardhouse. And now we go back to mansion proper.
Oh, we take a real go on that one.
Fine. You know what? I failed the people. I said 25 to 30 minutes and I went over it. I am sorry.
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
Any kind of operation.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
Before we bash this scene, can I just say one thing though? I think Wesker has the best Stars outfit.
He does, actually.
The blue with the black and all the little gadgets on his radio headset. I like it. I wish I could get a chance to wear that instead of it. Oh, hello there, Impurity. Come on.
17 and down. Late.
Jill. Walking right over it. No.
I think you're meant to show mercy. Oh, no. He crushed it twice. No. So what was the only thing he could do to defend himself? Just shoot at bees?
Oh.
You know, you're not even supposed to shoot at those. You're supposed to run away from those. That's a waste of bullets.
Oh, you see, if you know what I do, he's got tricks.
Man, but I remember when I was a kid, I used to hate leaving any stone unturned or any zombie unkilled. Well, regardless, though, no longer.
No longer.
I think we should save here, and that's it. We call in the guardhouse next time we meet.
Part 2 of the mansion. And that's a real fun house to be in.
Yeah, but we're basically about 60 to 70% done with this game.
Yeah, after Residence, it becomes pretty. Well, I wouldn't say linear because actually Mansion Part 2 takes a little longer than Mansion. If you know how to do Mansion Part 1 well enough, Mansion Part 2 usually you kind of clean things up and get through the rest. But yeah, I'd say about 55 to 60% of the way done through Disc 1 because GameCube.
Yeah.
And it's been real, guys. Happy Halloween. Happy daylight savings time. Get your rest, right? I believe we gained an hour this time around.
Yeah, I think we did.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I've lost all sense of time this year. I'm sure as many of you have too. But thanks for tuning in. And we've had a pleasure doing this. This is part 3. Please look forward to part 4 coming very soon, where we will clean up the mansion and hopefully go into a very dark part of Umbrella's history.
And also, tune in on November 6th. We're going to be doing something special. Like I said, something personal, something fun.
Bringing a little bit of our childhood to you guys. And hopefully you guys have a little fun watching. A little change of pace. And you'll know who he is when you see him.
Yeah, we're definitely working on, like, again, as we're just starting off in here, we're working on building a nice audience. Everybody here, it's great. Resident Evil fans, if you haven't been to it already, TeamBiohazard, great things are coming. Just have some faith.
Stay tuned.
And stay tuned. This has been Irk.
This has been Rail, signing off.
Have a good day.
Stay safe. Happy Halloween.